everybody, welcome to Big E's Auto. I'm Big E. So we got our train wreck ready for some paint today. You remember the last video we got it in primer, and I said about the orange peel on the driver's door. So we took care of that. It was pretty bad. I started out with 220 grit, then I went to 400, wet sanded it with 600 grit. So that should give enough bite for the paint. We did the same thing with the fender. We got her all masked off, ready for paint. Everything's dry, stripped down, masked. So we're going to paint. Also wanted to tell you, before we get started, we're going to try a new trick today with the paint gun. So what we're going to do, we're going to, this filter that's in here, you see it's a screen, we're going to move that out of the gun, okay? So that way that there's no restriction of flow. Now, when you spray like this, without this in the gun, you've got to make sure you use a funnel that has the, let me show you. You want to use a funnel that has this screening in it, okay? So when you dump your paint in, that screen's going to get any chunks, any dirt, it's going to catch all that before it gets in your cup that's going to be in the gun. You don't want any dirt in there because now that screen's going to be out. Also, I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Colors in Emmaus. They deal with PPG and a lot of high quality products. Anybody who watches the channel knows that's all I deal with is with Colors. Will and the gang down there, they know their stuff. Very, very smart people. They know a lot. A couple guys there had their own shops. So you go in there for advice, you're going to get it. You go in there for a quality product, you're going to get it. I use exclusively PPG stuff here on Big E's. I get it exclusively from the guys down there at Colors. So if you're in the Emmaus, Pennsylvania area, check them out, all right? They'll do right by you. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go mix up some paint. When I come back, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start spraying some, get some base color on the truck. All right, guys, so we got our paint mixed up. Now, it's a warm day today, and I'm not spraying in the booth, so it's about 80 degrees or so. So I'm going to be using a slow reducer today, so that's going to mean you're going to have to wait about, we're going to have to wait about 12 to 15 minutes between coats on this to make sure everything flashes off the way it should. Our air compressor's pumped up. We drained the water out of the tank, so we're going to hook up our gun and we're going to get spraying here. Just do a quick purge. unfortunately, ran out of mix. I did 4, because you mix 1-to-1 reducer to the base, 1-to-1, so I mixed 4 and 4, so I had 8 parts of paint reducer mix. So I'm going to go ahead and mix some more of that up. We got a little shading, which is okay. That's some that's going to go away, and some that I want to have the truck shade a little bit. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to mix some more up and see what happens here. And then when I come back, we're going to see what we're going to see what it looks like. All right. So I'm going to pause the video here, and when I come back, we're going to check this out. All right, guys. So we have our base done. Remember, the door looked kind of, wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but took a couple coats and came around, got this all done, blended it in a bit, no runs, looks pretty nice. I mean, there's things here and there that I see, but I know this is a lot better than it was. We got all that orange peel out, and it looks really smooth. I think once we get clear on here, this is really going to look nice. I mean, it's pretty. One thing I noticed with taking that screen out, the metallic that's in here came through a lot better than it did before. I think that filter was catching the metallic and throwing the color off. This looks pretty good. You can see in the sun, I don't know if the camera's catching it, you know, there's metallic in there and it's catching it. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes here, and then I'm going to go ahead and clear it. We're going to get some clear on here. We're just going to see just how nice this thing is going to turn out. I have a good feeling about this, that we're going to be pretty excited about this. All right, guys, here we go. So we mixed up some clear. The mixing they recommend is 4-to-1, 4 parts. 4 parts of clear to 1 part of activator. So let's get spraying. I have a little bit of an issue here with the gun, as usual. So I'm going to try a little trick here, see if that helps. Okay. See if that works. If not, I'll have to sand it out. not too bad. And usually hereafter, usually they get better. So we're going to let that set up. We have slow reducer in there. So we're going to wait about 12 minutes. We'll hit it with a second coat. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. Pretty decent finish on there. There's mistakes, you bet your ass there is. But for what we had to work with, got the orange peel out. Turned out pretty good. Let's see once let's pull this off to get the full effect. So gonna let that set up and then we're gonna unmask it, but pretty happy with how it turned out. So that's it for now. So anyway, like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm gonna catch my breath. Watch out for each other, take care of each other. See you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now.